The female gamete, called the egg cell, is produced via oogenesis. Each month, approximately 20 egg cells begin to mature inside ovarian follicles. The changes in the egg cell and follicle correspond to the rhythms of the ovaries and uterus. This is called the sexual cycle. The cycle averages 28 days in length, but commonly can vary from 20 days all the way to 45 days. It is regulated by the hypothalamo-pituitary-ovarian axis. This means hormones of the hypothalamus regulate the pituitary gland, pituitary hormones regulate the ovaries, and the ovaries, in turn, secrete hormones that regulate the uterus. The events that take place in the ovaries is called the ovarian cycle and has 3 steps. The first step is the follicular phase. It extends from the beginning of menstruation on day 1 until ovulation on day 14. The follicular phase is the most variable part of the cycle. This makes it very difficult to reliably predict the day of ovulation. During the follicular phase, follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, stimulates continued growth of all the month's follicles. One of these follicles will become the dominant follicle, outmaturing all of the others. FSH stimulates the granulosa cells of the antral follicles to secrete a hormone called estradiol. In response to estradiol, the dominant follicle increases its receptors for FSH, luteinizing hormone, and estradiol itself, so it becomes increasingly more sensitive to these hormones. At the same time, estradiol inhibits the secretion of gonadotropin-releasing hormone by the hypothalamus. Therefore, the anterior pituitary gland secretes less and less FSH, but an increasing amount of luteinizing hormone, or LH. Most antral follicles suffer from the reduced FSH level and degenerate, which is called atresia. The dominant follicle, however, has the richest blood supply and the greatest density of FSH receptors. The other maturing follicles will eventually degenerate and will not get another chance to become the dominant follicle.